Hi, I'm Christy Carrolls. I'm a solutions engineer with McAfee, and today we're going to talk about our advanced cyber threat defense capability and integration with ThreatQ. The problem we're going to tackle is how do we provide an immediate, accelerated increase in cyber efficacy within the enterprise. In this presentation, you see we receive a document. In this document, we have things such as MD5 hashes, indicators of compromise, and other information within this report. This report is just a PDF, so how do we get this information from this report into our private cloud and disseminate this information to multiple environments? The way we do this is we ingest it through ThreatQ, which is our threat integration platform. The information is then disseminated to our private cloud, and from there, environments that subscribe to that private cloud are protected based on that information. Notice the machines in the bottom right-hand corner of each box. They receive a file that could possibly be malicious. This information then is checked against our Threat Intelligence Exchange platform. Since we're subscribed to the private cloud, we've received the information via that report through ThreatQ, and we are now protected and those systems are not going to be hit by that malware. Let's show the demonstration. Remember, in this demonstration, we're going to show how we can take a report like this and make the information actionable. This is a report from US CERT. As you'll notice, it's 13 pages long, and it's in reference to Hidden Cobra. US CERT released this report to give a little more information about what Hidden Cobra is and provide information about indicators of compromise. The US government refers to this malicious cyber activity by the North Korean government as Hidden Cobra, and the FBI has issued a high confidence that Hidden Cobra actors are using the IP addresses listed in this report's IOC files to maintain a presence on victims' networks and to further network exploitation. Wouldn't it be great to be able to import these indicators and make this information actionable? In this demonstration, that's what we're going to do. So let's go check our GTI private cloud to see if we have that information in there. So let's go ahead and open our private cloud. Into our dashboard, we'll paste that hash into the MD5 hash field, and we'll get reputation. And we'll notice that reputation has not been found, so it's not in our private cloud database. Now we're in the ThreatQ console. Let's go ahead and check to see if that MD5 is listed anywhere within ThreatQ. So we'll paste that hash again. No results found. Last but not least, we're going to check to see if we have this in our TIE database as well. So we've opened up our EPO console, and let's go ahead and check our TIE reputations. We can expand our search. Let's go ahead and paste our hash and click apply. And no, we've had no events in reference to that hash either. Okay, let's go and check to see how we can actually import that information and make it actionable. So now we're back in the ThreatQ console, and from here we're going to create that indicator. So we're going to select create, select indicator. We're going to drag that report we received directly into the add indicators. And notice it's parsed for indicators. And we're going to use just a generic text PDF. You'll notice things like sticks, cuckoo, FireEye analysis. Ours is just a PDF, and so we'll click next step. Okay, from here all we want to do is tell them that we received this from US CERT. And as you can see, I've selected that before. Let's click next step. This is where it gets pretty cool. So on the left-hand side, you'll notice that there's some text. This is the plain text it pulled from the report. And on the right-hand side, this is the indicators of compromise and the information that it pulled out of that report automatically. I didn't have to do anything, just told it was a PDF, and it pulled the data out automatically for me. So as I scroll down through the left-hand side, I can see things like it's reference to Hidden Cobra. So what I can do is I can actually select Hidden Cobra, copy this, and then I can say, you know what I want to do is I want to create a relationship between things like the fully qualified domain name and the MD5, and we can even select SHA-1, and we want to make a relationship to Hidden Cobra. So Hidden Cobra, type that in. Look, already there, adversary Hidden Cobra. I'll select it, and I'm going to create a relationship. So when I populate that information in, ThreatQ can give it better scoring based on the fact that it's related to that Hidden Cobra. I can continue to scroll down. I'll see other information in here. It's in reference to a rat. So it's a remote access tool. We can actually make a relationship between the type, the malware type, and what we've just selected. So let's go ahead and click add info for this. We're going to add an attribute for malware type. And we're going to do a rat. And we'll add the attribute. Now that we've kind of customized our import, the next thing that we want to do is we want to activate these IOCs that we see, so we can take an action on them. Right now they're just at a review status, so now what we're going to do is we're going to set the status to active. And the way we're going to do this again is add info, set status, and we're going to set them to active. And let's go ahead and set this status. Okay, so the last thing we want to do is finish our import. So we've activated our IOCs, and let's click Finish Import. Alright, our import is completed. So now what it's doing is, based on the integration between McAfee's private cloud and ThreatQ, it's propagating the information we just imported in, so those IOCs, the fully qualified domain names, the MD5, the SHA-1. It's syncing the information with the private cloud, which will make it actionable to anyone who is subscribing to that private cloud. So what does that mean for our EPO tie reputations? We can go take a look. First, let's go ahead and check our private cloud to see if it's propagated up. So let's go ahead and paste that hash in again and get that reputation. Now it's dirty. Interesting. Remember, we had no information about that hash before, so now it's classified as dirty. What about in our EPO? Let's go ahead and check our EPO tie reputations. So now we're looking at our tie reputations within EPO. What we're going to do is we're going to search for that hash again and click Apply. Interesting, we've had an event within our infrastructure. The interesting part about this now, though, is GTI reputation is set to known malicious. So if you think about this, the interesting part is that the PDF we imported into ThreatQ has propagated into our GTI private cloud. Then, when the event was seen in our environment and checked through tie, GTI was able to classify this hash as malicious. And any environment subscribing to the private cloud will now gain that reputation and be protected from that malware.